Hey guys, what is going on? It is Gear End here, and in today's video, we are going to be reviewing Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, Chapter 87. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So, a little disclaimer, not much happened in this chapter. There's not like any big major developments. It's just like, let's just say, a start of something new. So, let's start it from the beginning. What happened at the beginning? Well, of course, looking at the first panel, of course, what happens is Natsu is running towards Selene and Suzaku, but by the time Natsu reaches there, Selene and Suzaku have travelled through the portal, which is called Aquameria, and now, of course, that they've travelled through the portal, they have gone to another dimension. We do not know what that other dimension is, because of course it's not been told to us in the Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, but now not so unhappy, they have arrived just a little bit too late. Now Selene and Suzaku are gone. Then of course as the chapter goes on, it looks like hands, so all the hands of course in Elentier are still causing a rampage. Even though Selene is gone, she has still left her mark on Elentier. And right now, of course, it's not going uncontrollable because all the hands, of course, are still causing a lot of destruction. Not so unhappy, of course, have a little bit of a talk, of course, about what they should do, of course, because Happy, of course, says that Natsu should go back, of course, deal with the hands, then deal with Selene. So, of course, that is what they decide to do, of course. They go back to the crew. Everyone's a little bit shocked, of course, because Natsu is back so quickly. And, of course, it looks like he tells them, of course, that Selene has escaped. Then, what of course happens is, it looks like the hands are still spawning a lot more demons, of course, a lot more of those blood demons, using of course the blood from the hands, and let's just say it's causing a lot of destruction and a lot of chaos in Elentier. But something interesting happens. So of course, as the chapter goes on, it looks like Wendy notices something about the hands. She notices that the hands have a little bit of an origin. So of course, similar to the faces that were on Earth, these hands, it looks like they've got like a single point which they all come out of. So of course, how all the hands come out of the ground, same as the faces. These hands are not like the faces where they are of course all just statues. These are actually coming from one organism or one creature. We don't know what that creature is, but Wendy has deduced that all the hands are coming from one area, and to stop the hands from going out of control, they need to stop that one area. So it's a little bit of a fairy tale moment after that, because everybody huddles up, of course, saying let's do it, let's of course stop this chaos that's happening in Elentier, and let's get everything back to normal before we chase after Selene. So that is what the crew decide to do. So of course, Lucy then summons Virgo, of course. She digs a tunnel underground to find out, of course, where all the hands are coming from, and it looks like the crew just jump in after her. Then what happens is, of course, is as Virgo is digging deeper and deeper into Elentier to find out the origins of the hands, it looks like, of course, everyone's getting a little bit close, and it's a very funny moment in the tunnels. Not going to say more than that. So as the crew, of course, are traveling through this very diverse, very enormous land, of course, of Elentier, trying to find out where the hands are coming from, it looks like the crew stumble upon something, where they stumble upon a large tunnel of where the hands are coming from. So it looks like, of course, the crew are now gonna fight their way through, and just before they were about to do anything, something happens. Something underneath the ground just pops up out of nowhere, shocking the whole crew. It looks like what it is we finally see the monster that is, of course, controlling all the hands, because it is part of that one monster. It is such a huge monster, and literally it is the size of Elentier. So now, of course, the crew is shocked, and they're even more shocked when the statue starts to talk, of course, about Selene, about the moon, of course, about how the Selene needs to be sealed, or of course a lot of chaos and destruction will happen. So of course the crew are just, let's just say, mesmerized, because they see a talking face with no body and everything, and it looks like a tree. And as the face, of course, is talking, he says that unless Selene, of course, is defeated or her power is gone, that is when everything will go back to normal, because until then there'll be just a lot of death and destruction, because it can't control the massive power influx. And then that, of course, chapter ends off with the crew, of course, giving an angry look, saying, of course, how are they going to do that, of course, because Selene has travelled to a different dimension. That was an interesting chapter. Again, not a lot had happened in this chapter, because the main beginning part was Selene and Suzaku just going off to another dimension. I wish we could have seen a three-way battle, but hopefully we'll see that later on in the future. I just want, of course, this LNT arc to be sort of done now, because I will admit it has slightly dragged on, but then again it has been such a great ride, amazing journey, and we have seen new dragon slaying magic, we have seen new power-ups from the crew, and we've seen so much new stuff that I'm really glad they went on this LNT arc. But I want to see the next arc after this. I want to see what's going to happen after they leave Elantira. Are they going to have to find Selene again? Is there going to be an Ignia, or is there going to be the final God Dragon they have to face? I want to see, of course, who they face next. And let's just say, yeah, you can tell that the Elantira arc is starting to come to a close soon. But of course, you guys let me know down below your thoughts and opinions on Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest Chapter 87. Did you like it? Did you not? And of course, are you just sort of feeling the way I'm feeling, of course, where it's sort of like slightly dragging on, but you're still, of course, hyped for the next chapters to come out, of course, to find out what is going to happen to the crew whilst they're in Elantira? Let me know by dropping a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, make sure to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel to join this awesome Fairy Tail community that we have on this channel. Thank you guys for watching this video. Take care and peace.